Hello, everybody. It's David here in the studio. We just were finishing recording. I put a little bit on my Instagram feed, but here riding with Isabeau Miller and Kaysen Cooley, and we just thought we'd say hi. I've been in the studio, you guys, a little lately. I mean, I just released Postcards in the Sky, which both Kaysen and Isabeau were a part of. Right? And a lot of that was recorded here. Kaysen did. We wrote I'm Ready Together, which was on Postcards in the Sky, and we also did A Little Goes a Long Way with Katie Herzig. And
did Invincible.
And yeah, Kaysen produced Invincible and Shine a Light, which I wrote with Isabeau.
It's true.
And then Isabeau and I also wrote Spotlight Down and Up All Night.
Up All Night.
Up all
Spotlight
night.
down, up all night.
Down. Yep. Yeah, there we go.
We only write about direction.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we just thought it'd be fun to do a little quick Q&A here while we're here in the studio. Does anybody have questions? I mean,
I feel like I should pick the questions for you, David.
You should pick them?
Yeah. No.
Have you seen
I'll see how many marriage proposals you get today.
No. Let's see.
When you come to Singapore, say yes.
Would you come to? Yes.
No, but Isabeau will be there.
Yeah, we've been looking at going to Singapore. It's just a matter of a few things have fallen through with some trips that we were trying to get over there. But we really are. I've been working on that. So, hopefully soon, because I almost went there a few times. Rachel, hey David, can you come to Memphis? And then another, can you come to Hawaii from Kara? What was the question?
Memphis and Hawaii.
Oh, Memphis and Hawaii. Hawaii's a little far, but I do get there every now and then. So I'm hoping. I keep looking up. I'm expecting the camera to be up here, but it's down here. Hawaii.
Can flip it, I think.
Come back to Hawaii. But does that make me that makes me upside down for everybody?
Upside down, never mind.
Yeah.
Does
anyone have? I mean, are you guys wondering? I know there are so many places we want to go, but with time, I'm hoping to get to a lot of places.
Someone asked what your favorite part of winter was.
My favorite part of winter.
That's somewhere up there.
Okay, and then if you guys have any questions, maybe does anyone have questions about the music on Postcards in the Sky? We've got about half of the team of songs who were part of. I mean, I was on all of it, part of it, but Kaysen did half of it, and Isabeau wrote a few of the songs on there. If anyone has questions about the making of any of these songs, we're happy to talk about this stuff. Or even if you're wondering why we're in the studio again, maybe I can start with that. We've been in the studio. Kaysen, Isabeau, and I were all. Yeah, if you guys want to look at some of the questions in the meantime. So one of the things the first time the three of us got together, this collab, was for actually for holiday music. So one of the things that I'm going to do this year is a Christmas album, another Christmas album, and so we're working on that. Been writing some holiday music, not just with Isabeau and Kaysen. I'm doing it with some other writers, but then another thing I'm trying to do is some more Latin music. So we're in the studio working on some of that as well, and music that can be both in English and Latin, and so that's what we've been working on today. So just a little bit of a little sneak peek. Calais asked, "Are you working on a Christmas album?" Yes, that's one of the things we've been working on. Yeah.
Sing a little of the song you're recording, like La La La.
La La La. What inspired you to write Shine a Light? Do you remember the process?
Yeah, I mean, we were at this at one of David's friend's house.
Yeah.
Out in the country.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I kind of live in the country, but still Nashville proper. And then we were out in the country.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I had cell service. And and we all sat down together, and this place we had written there, we actually wrote we didn't write Up All Night there. But Up All Night was inspired by that place.
Yes.
Actually. So it was inspired by your experience at that place. And then we went to the place because we hadn't been there when we wrote Up All Night. And I was like, I totally get it. These people are amazing. And the family that was hosting us and hanging out with us, they were awesome. And you had an idea for Shine a Light. And I think David's mission is always to kind of elevate people and to inspire them and to bring hope and hope where there may not be that. And so he was like, I really just want to write a song that gives people the inspiration to keep going. And I think it was very slow when we started it. It was very like free-formy, slow, and it just really kind of came together. And I wasn't sure that it would ever turn into anything because it was so like just kind of like almost like prayer-like. We were just like, let's just write what we feel today.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, let's write something that and it was a lot kind of like referring to lighthouse. The first line is, there's a beacon, you might not see the light. And, lighthouse tries to guide you back to land, back to home safely. And so that Shine a Light is basically like the beacon. It is like the lighthouse song. I wanted to guide people home. Maybe they were feeling a little lost or needing to find the light. So a lot of times you find it within yourself. And then I brought it to this room, Kaysen's place, and Kaysen produced that song. And so we kind of went through a few different processes.
We did.
Like that song went through everything, didn't it?
That was the one that was like, I feel like take the longest road to reel in.
Yeah.
Because we did a few different versions of it.
That's right.
And that's when we met.
That's right.
That's
when
right.
Kaysen and I met, and David was
right.
like, come hear what we're doing. And I said, okay.
Well, there's one, Charlize Yumul asked, what have you felt while writing the songs? So I think something that so for those tuning in, Isabeau's one of the writers, as well as Kaysen. Kaysen wrote and produced, and they a lot of it was trying to channel what is something that maybe someone needs to hear. I think a lot of the songs are based on that, and maybe even for me, I was like, what is something that I need to hear right now in my life? I need a little boost myself, maybe. And writing a lot of times kind of, it's like you found your own words of encouragement, which was a kind of a cool process. But I mean, for you guys, how do you, Isabeau and Kaysen are both amazing songwriters as well. I mean, do you want to share some light from other professional songwriters? Like, what is it that kind of goes through your mind as songwriters? What are you feeling as you're writing a song?
You want to go first?
Well, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I'm not like a songwriter where I sit around by myself and write songs. It's not necessarily how I express myself or what I need to do, but just my role as a producer so often is I'm kind of coming into someone else's world and being a character actor and trying to figure out where they're coming from and help them, like, just listen to what they're saying. Like, I think you're trying to say this, and just kind of help them put their thoughts and words together in a way that's concise and a representation of that. So I feel like I'm producing someone else writing their song, as opposed to like that's how my brain operates with it a little bit more than. But then at the same time, I mean, you can't escape your own story. It's like I'm connecting with things you're saying. Like, this is my experience that I would bring to that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I am self-expressing at the same time. I'm not just helping someone else do it, but I guess but my lead thought isn't like, well, this is what I want to say. My lead thought's usually, let me help you say your thing.
Yeah, it's using your own experiences so that you can convey someone else's story, and convey the emotion and the feelings that are in someone else's story.
But that's what's great about songwriting is I think if it's done well, it's like you're telling your story and what's important to you. But if it's done in a good way, there's an invitation for people to be like, oh, I can be the lead character in that story too. Like I can connect with it, and you can kind of learn lessons from hearing other people tell their story.
Yeah.
I think one thing we've talked about a lot in the past couple of days that we've been writing too is that having trust, like, and having trust and vulnerability, like not being afraid to sound totally like silly or say something that you're like, are they going to think I'm crazy for saying that? And I know, like, the first time we wrote, I think that's what kind of like locked us in was we started writing the song. This was actually the day we wrote Spotlight Down. That was the first day we met.
Yeah.
And we started writing the song that was not Spotlight Down. And David was kind of like pacing the room, and we were into the song, like a verse and a chorus, I think. And I looked at him, I was like, "You hate it, huh?" And David's super polite, so he was like, and I was like, "Okay, we're done. This song is gone." And then it was just being open to that not being right, and allowing what was right to kind of flow in and find us. And then we wrote Spotlight Down, and I think it flowed pretty easily from there. I mean, we tweaked some stuff, but it was very clear that like our message that day and our vessel was not to be used for this song, and we all had to kind of be in it together. And so
yeah, so there's a little bit of background. I guess we went a little off on that, but I hope you guys learned some interesting things, details about songwriting, and I kind of missed all the other questions here. Let's see.
How many marriage proposals are you up to? Like,
oh no. I mean, maybe some people ask, but not usually. Let me see. Let's see. What are some of you saying now after we've discussed? Whoa, you guys have said a lot of things. Could you do the mirror video of you singing "Crush" again? Oh boy. Oh man, you guys are asking hard questions. Top 3 favorite songs from Postcards in the Sky. That's hard to choose, you guys. I mean, they all. It's funny, like depending on the day, I'll have a song where I'm like, this is my song. I mean, they're all. I feel like they're all my songs because I wrote them all. But it's like at the same time, there's like a particular day where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm Ready is my song. Like this is my song for today. Like this song, just like a couple days ago, I was like, I'm Ready is my song that I wrote for me today. And so I hope those songs can work for you guys the same way. It's like where it's song like this song I'm just connecting to it so much today, and it's like it just becomes your theme, even though you didn't think it would. It's just I hope these songs can become themes for moments in your life as well. And then another day it could be like Up All Night, where it's just like, oh my gosh, this moment, I'm just like in this place and in this moment, and I feel like I belong, and I'm just like, this is my song. Like this is like the song that I just can connect in so much. So it's for me, it's like depending on the day, you know, it's like each song has its own special moment for me, and at different times of my life.
Up All Night is my theme with an 8-week-old.
That's true. Isabel just had a baby. Keeping me up on that. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll take one more because this went a little longer. Let me see. What other artists have you been listening to lately? Emily Warnick. You know, I'm so bad at keeping track of who I listen to. Someone I've been listening to is a gospel singer named Kiara Sheard. She's awesome. If you guys haven't heard her, she's so good. And this one of the songs she sings is called, what is it called? Let Go, maybe? Or Hold. Everybody wants to let go, but no. And then another one that she sings is called Invisible, and it's about being a performer and going up on stage, but making sure that the moment is not about you, but it's about someone who's bigger than you, about God. And in that song, she's talking about saying, I want to be invisible, make me invisible so that they can see you and not just me on the stage. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about them connecting with you. And I just love that song, Invisible by Kiara Sheard. So, one more. Have you watched The Greatest Showman? Yes, I have watched The Greatest Showman. Have you guys seen The Greatest Showman?
No, but I want to.
Okay. You guys,
same writers
such good music.
Evan Hansen.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Isabeau's the one who encouraged me to go see Dear Evan Hansen.
I want him to be Dear Evan Hansen. Like, I'm pulling for that really hard.
Yeah, it's great writers. There's such.
Do you
great
hear me,
writers.
Pasek and Paul? Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh man, I guess I'm awkward enough to be. Kind of like that.
No, your voice is good enough to do it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks. Well, thanks for joining in, you guys. I hope there's a little bit. Don't forget next week, music video coming out. I can't remember if we announced it.
Well, don't.
Just in case, because my memory's so bad. Just tune in for a new video from Postcards in the Sky next week. Some more details in the next few days. But thanks for joining us, and thanks Isabeau and Kaysen for sitting in with me. And this new music, I guess you'll hear it later on. Not sure exactly when, but I'm excited. I'm working on 3 projects here at once while still moving forward, sharing postcards in the sky, but got holiday Latin music and kind of English music as well. So I hope you guys all are doing well wherever you are. I see just different places. Is this Arkansas? Someone from Forrest from Arkansas. I saw Philippines as well, and Peru as well. Yes, but anyway, oops.
No, you're
Reveal.
fine.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah, thanks you guys. Let's do this again sometime. It's fun. I'll try and answer more questions, and we'll maybe report again from the studio again. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.